everyone, welcome to the new tutorial on CPI. So till now we have seen that how we can use HTTPS mail adapter and OData adapter. Now what I'm going to teach you is like uh, how you can catch the exception. Suppose if any exception or any error is happening in your integration flow during the runtime, so what happen that it will fail. So if you don't want it to fail, like you want to get the notification of your exception, so for that you have to add a exception sub process. And for adding the exception sub process, after that what we will do, that we will create a global exception handling scenario, and we will use a process direct adapter, and using that we will get the email notification of that exception. So what I'm going to do, that I'm going to put it in the edit mode, the same iFlow, because creating it again and again is not a good idea, I think. And what I'm going to do, that I'm going to save it as a version. Okay, so that we can keep this also. And the next one which we will be adding here, exception sub process, so that will be another one. So you can also do it. I'm going to save it as a version. Okay, so for saving it as a version, you can see the version, this one is the very first version, so I will keep it as 1.0.0 only, and comment it as without exception handling. Okay, so it has no exception handling criteria in it, so I'll keep it as okay. Now I'm going to edit it again, and after that what I will do, that I will just create one exception handling sub process inside it. So for that I will first I will expand it a little more, so that we can put exception handling sub process in this box only. Okay, I think this looks nice, and I'm going to add one exception sub process inside it. Okay, so this one is the exception sub process. So suppose at the runtime, if any exception will happen, so this block will handle that exception. So what I'm going to do, that I'm going to prepare the content for the mail, like what we will be sending in the mail. So for that I will add one content modifier. Okay, inside this content modifier we are going to add the headers like timestamp and like a message error, like what kind of message error we are getting, like message ID and error message we will be adding. Okay, so for that there are some standard chunk of codes are there, like one liner or two liner code are there. So I'm going to add those codes here. So for the message header, I'm going to create three message headers. Okay, the first one is timestamp. So for the timestamp, and the second one is I'm going to add message ID, and the third one I'm going to add, that is the error message, that what is the error message we are getting. Okay, so error message, and after that that I will put as an expression. Okay, not as the constant, so everything will be as expression. So we have some expression predefined for that, like for error message we have exception as dollar, and inside the curly braces that is actually exception dot message. So exe exception dot message. So this expression will add the what is exception we are catching, so that whatever exception we are catching, that this expression will add. And for the message ID, to add the message ID, we have like property dot SAP message, and for the message ID we have an expression like dollar, and inside the curly braces we have like property dot SAP in the capital underscore message, and after that processing we have to take care of the spellings. Processing log ID. Okay, so this is actually the expression for message ID, And after that, for the timestamp, actually we have a bigger expression, so that the timestamp we get it like dollar, and inside the curly braces we have to write like date first. Date, for the date we have to give it like date of now. Okay, like what is the date now? So for that we are writing is now, and after that the date format we are providing. So date format is actually we are giving it as y, and after that dash, and in the capital we give it as and for the dates we give it as dd. So for populating the date we write it like y, and in the capital and after that dt, and after that we have to put the timestamp also. For the timestamp, like hours, we give it as hh, and after that colon, and after that and after that ss. So hours, minutes and second, that is the format, and in last we are putting it as z. Okay. So we have already closed it. So the timestamp we have added, and message id also we have added, and error message also we have added, and after that we have to give it as a what is the data type of this. So the default data type, actually this is as string, so we will give it as java dot lang dot string. Okay, and what I will do that, I will just copy it and I will paste in the both. So this is actually done, and after that I'm going to save it. And the next process is actually to add a request reply block in this exception sub process. So for that I will just go to the call. So this one is the call, I think. Yeah, the external call request reply, I will add it. And after that we are going to add one receiver, that is actually that will be actually our global exception handling iFlow. So that receiver will handle the global exception. So I'm going to add this. Okay, and we will add it as a process direct. So process direct is an type of adapter that is configured internally inside the CPI. So for that we have to just give the ID of the process direct. So for that we have to for every process direct there would be a unique ID. Okay, so that ID will actually automatically detect it. So here I am going to give it as exception handling, exception and handling. And wherever I will give the exception handling, so in the sender system it will automatically detect it. Okay, like it is going to the exception handling. So I will show you. First I'm going to save. Okay, I'm not going to deploy it. Okay, I can deploy it also, that's not a problem, because we have a external sender here. So I'm going to deploy it. Yeah, you want to deploy? Yes, I want to deploy, but this will not catch the exception right now, because for that we have to create the error, and the process direct iFlow also we have to create. So for that, what I will do that, I will go to create another iFlow. Okay, so in the test we have to create a global exception handler. We can do it in the same also, but here I'm going to create just for your learning, and I'm going to put it in the edit mode. Okay, it is not responding. That's the problem with it. Should respond, it should respond. That's the problem with trial account. Okay, it will respond. I hope this time it will respond so that we can take the actions. Yeah, it will respond this time. Yeah, so I'm going to add one integration flow, that is exception handler, exception and underscore handler. Okay, yeah, and inside that what we will do that we will just use a process direct adapter. Okay, and the process direct path we have set here, exception handling. Yeah, so I'm going to just connect this okay, put it in the edit mode first, and after putting it in the edit mode, yeah, When we are connecting it with the start, it is asking for the adapter, so I'm going to connect it with the process direct. So for the process direct, we have to give like what is the connection. So here, whatever the connection we will give, that will be actually configured everywhere. So I am doing actually the reverse process. Actually that should be configured first, so I'm just copying it and I will paste here. Okay, so this is actually the main address of the process direct. Wherever I will give the exception handling, it will directly come here. Okay, so yeah, I'll save it. And after that, we have to add a content modifier so that we could get the body of our exception. Okay, so in the content modifier, what we will do that we have already added all the message header in our previous exception subprocess. So here what we will do that we will direct add the message body. So in the message body, what we will do that we are going to add that okay, like mail body we are going to add here. So I'm going to add that I and the body that the message got failed in SAP CPI. The message got failed in SAP CPI. Okay, and after that I will write like please find the below attachment. Please find the below details. Okay, and in the details, what I'm going to add that I'm just going to add the body. Okay, so the body will come from where, that I will show you. Right now I'm going to add here the body. Okay, so that is in dot body, in dot body. Okay, so I've added the in dot body, and after that regards uh, regards you can put your name or SAP CPI team. Regards, you can better put the support team. Okay, and what we have to do that we have to save it. So actually this body will come from where, I have to show you. So this body is actually the content modifier. This, from here it will come. Okay, so from where it will come, and we have to write uh, body here, like what things we need to configure in the body, we have to actually provide here. So in this body, what I will provide that I will just provide the iFlow name. So for the iFlow name, we have to write it like iFlow, and the name of the iFlow is derived from the expression. The expression is actually dollar, and in the curly braces, that is camel ID. Okay, because CPI is written in the Apache camel. uh, okay, so that's why we have to write it like camel ID. Okay, and after that the second line, I'm going to write the message processing log. Okay, like what is the message processing log ID, because we have already added the header. So message processing log ID, so that will actually we will get from header. So for that we have to write the expression like uh, dollar, and inside the curly braces, this is actually Apache camel. You should note this, header dot message ID. Okay, and after that we have to add the timestamp. So timestamp header also we have created. So for that I'm going to write it like timestamp, and timestamp we will add like again same format, dollar. So header dot timestamp. Okay, and after that we have to add the error message also, like what is the error message we are getting. So for that we will write it like error message, and for that also we have already added the header. So the same format we will follow, that is header not G, header dot error message. I am forgetting what header I added for this, that is header dot error message. Yeah, if your spelling will mismatch, then it might create an error, okay, and you will not get the desired result. So take care of that. Yeah, so this is the body which will get populated here because of this expression, right? So I'm going to save this one also, and I have to deploy it again because I have not added body that time. So this time I have added the body, okay, and that has been triggered for the deployment. It will be deployed. Yeah, it has successfully deployed. And this also, this is the expression. I have to save it. Yeah, and after that I'm going to configure the mail adapter or not around. So I'm going to receive the mail if any exception is going to take place or any error is going to take place. So we have already configured the mail adapter many times, but again I'm going to do it. Okay, my clipboard is not working. I have to scroll it down. Yeah, SMTP. Oh, window V again. You might already know about this clipboard. If you don't know, then you can enable it from window V. And after that, I'm going to add the port, and the port 465 follow only SMTPS only, and credential name is actually my credential, okay, that we have already added. And you know what is the significance of this. And after that, from and to we have to provide. So from is actually amish578 at the rate gmail.com, okay, and to is actually to I have to oh sorry yeah, and mail body I want to keep it as in body only, and subject I will provide that error text error, okay, error in CPI, okay, yeah, that's fine I think. And after that I will save and I will deploy it. Nothing much needed. Yeah, I'm going to deploy it, yes. And after that we will send something from postman. Let's see. So I'm going to send something from the postman. So before that I'm going to make sure that my authorization is still working. So I will get the new access token so that I don't get any error. Yeah, proceed. I want to use this token. Yeah, access token added. I want to synchronize it. Yeah, sync. Yes, so these are some process you can follow if you get any authorization error. And after that I'm going to make some error in the body. So in the body I am going to add like something 1 2 3 4, yeah, so that the product could not be found. So I don't think this kind of product ID would be existing in that OData. So that I'm going to send it. Yeah, I'll send it. Let's see what the response of this. And it is taking time. Yeah, you can see that we are getting 200, means here is the message processing details, okay. We are getting these. Let's check in the mail. Okay, I think the mail, let me go back. Yeah, I have to refresh it. The mail has came or not. Yeah, you can see. Yes. Okay, so the timestamp is not getting populated here. We will check on that why it is happening. So let's check that where the error has actually happened, so that we could not get the details, okay. So I will go to the iFlow, and for checking the error log, what we have to do, that we have to put this in the trace mode. The both iFlow we will be putting in the trace mode, and after that we will again send the data so that we will check that what is going to happen, okay. So I have already uh, told you how you can check the traces. So in the monitor section, uh, there is manage integration content. Inside that we have to put the both high flow in actually, like in the exception handler and the http flow, both we have to put in the trace mode, okay. I'm going to put it in the trace mode, yes. And this one also I'll put in the trace mode. Yeah, so both are actually in the test mode now. And now I'm going to send the data again, okay. So same data I will send. Let's check what is happening. So okay, so now we will check the trace. So to check the trace we have to go to the monitor, and in that we have to go to the all integration flow, okay. monitor message content. Okay, monitor message processing, sorry. Inside that, I will go to HTTP iFlow and I will check that what data is actually being transferred. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so actually from content modifier to, so this one is our content modifier to, where is the content modifier to? This one. Okay, and after that Groovy script, that's end. Okay, okay, so let's check what data we are getting. So in the message content, I will check the payload. What is the payload? Okay, this one is the payload I am transferring. After that, okay, this payload is being transferred. No data available. Okay, no data available. Okay, so this one is the payload actually. Okay, we are getting no reply in the Groovy script. Okay, exchange property. Okay, Groovy script, we are getting only product. Okay, so in the mail, what we are getting, that we are getting nothing, product. Okay, 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 okay. Now we will go to, okay, so here you can see that this is actually the payload to message ID. We have sent subject CPI flow. Okay, and I'm actually looking for the body. Okay, so body I have to check. So for that I will go back and I have to check actually in okay, this is the HTTPS iFlow only. Okay, the okay, I got it. What is happening actually, the error that is actually uh, because of our Groovy script we are directly getting the because of the Groovy script we are directly getting whatever there in the this mail we are getting, we are not going to process direct. Okay, so I'm going to delete this Groovy script. Okay, yes, uh, I have deleted the Groovy script. Now let's check. I will deploy it. Yeah, you are not authorized to deploy the artifact due to the access policy. Okay, this is because of the error. I have to close it. I will just deploy it again. Okay, I have to refresh it. I got it. But I will do that, I have to refresh it. Okay, what I will do that I will just I'm not going to delete the Groovy script. There is certain thing I've got in the mind. Instead, what we can do, that we can keep the Groovy script in the starting. Okay, so let's put it in the edit mode. It will directly log everything, so that will be better. And okay, Groovy script I'm going to put first I have to delete the connection. Okay, this connection I have deleted. And after that, okay, let's try it without the Groovy script, like what is happening. Oh, let's save it and let's deploy it. Yeah, I'm going to deploy it. Let's see what happens. Okay, this that is triggered for the deployment, and that is already in the trash mode. So let's wait for a few seconds so that it is getting started. Okay, you can see here it is still starting. So after it starts, because it's still there in the test mode. Okay, it is started. I'm going to send the same payload. Yeah, I'm going to send the same payload. I think, okay, this is 200. Okay, I'm getting. Let's check that. The mail, let's check our mail, what we are getting. Okay, this one is the recent mail, I think. Yeah, the same thing we are still getting. This one is the first mail we got, and this one is the last 10:38 p.m. Yeah, 10:38. Okay, uh, let me check what is the problem, whether the exception handler has been triggered or not. If the exception handler is not triggered, then okay, the exception handler is not triggered yet. So okay, let me do one thing. This is because uh, we are not getting any error. We have to create the error. Okay, so for creating the error, what I'm going to do that in this OData we have to make some error. Okay, so let's check what error we can make in the processing. Here we can make some errors. Okay, so for that I have to select it, products, and let's check what error we can create actually. Connection source local DMX file, no, it's remote. Yes, it's remote. Step 2, select let's make it sales order item. Okay, not sales order item, let's make it something other. Yeah, query get, let's make it like product categories. Okay, so in the product categories there are 3 things. Okay, this will not match, and this should definitely throw error. Okay, step 3, so the field, select the field category. Okay, lesser than or equal to let's keep it as equal to, and then we will provide our header. Okay, so I'm going to provide the header we have created. So that header is actually you already know that is, yeah, product header. Oh, it didn't get pasted. Let me paste it again. Yeah, okay, now I'll finish it. I hope this time ADMX file. Okay, not sure why. Now save it, let me save it, and this time let me deploy it. Yeah, I think this time, if not this time, we have to change the approach. Okay, so let me check one last time. Okay, in the monitor section we have to check that whether it is started or not. If not, then I will delete the data. Okay, so it is started. So now I will send the payload. Let me send it. Let's check what is the response. Here only we can get this response, like you can see. Okay, product categories response we are getting. Okay, so not a problem. I'm going to change the header this time. Okay, now I will send it. Let's check that what is the response we are getting. Okay, again the product categories. Okay, we have to change the approach because of the OData it is going there, and it is getting no results. So this is actually sign that we have no result in the OData. Okay, so we have to take another approach. So let's try another approach. Okay, so here I am with another approach. What we have to do that actually with the data we are getting not getting any result. So just to check this exception sub process, what I have done that I am just connected a receiver with the HTTP adapter, and in that HTTP adapter I have just put any random like suppose here I'm going to put any random website, that is I have put YouTube, and in the authentication I've given it as none, or any other authentication also you can give. Our ultimate goal is to create a error, so that's not a problem. After that I have deployed it, and I will show you. I will send this body. Okay, so let's check what response we are getting. You can see here 400 bad request we are getting, and here you can see that let me expand it. Yeah, the iFlow name is HTTP iFlow, and message processing log ID we are getting, and timestamp. Okay, so let's check our mail, like what mail we have got, whether we are getting any mail or not. Yeah, okay, you can see that yeah, the iFlow and message processing ID and timestamp and everything we're getting. So this timestamp is actually UTC, and that is default in, and this is the message processing ID, and this is the error message we are getting, that HTTP operation failed invoking with a status code 400, that is not authorized. So this is how you can create any error like error handling process in CPI. So till now we have learned that what are how we can use adapters, how we can create iFlow, how we can create exception sub process, and how we can use OData, how we can create a Groovy script. So after that I will give you one project that you have to complete and you have to submit in the comment section or in the project section, anywhere you can submit. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much.